Good afternoon from my side. My name is Hani Abdul Rahman, and I'm going to discuss the paper that was given for the paper review assignment. Uh, in my perspective, I really found this paper really relevant because it really aligns with my group project. And most of the aspects that are being covered here are some of the aspects that we would like to implement within our project. Firstly, the title of our group assignment, my paper is Dynamic World Near Real-Time Global 10-meter Land Use Land Cover Mapping. The difference between this and our group project is that for this case, we are looking at land cover mapping. However, for our case, we're just trying to determine deforestation over time near real time. So this is it's actually really relevant. It has a good resolution, shows a good resolution of 10 meters. That's the satellite they're using. And then the tool they're using, the dynamic world, is actually out there. Firstly, I'm going to take us through the data collection and pre-processing. Well, for this case, we are using semi-supervised deep learning. This has been discussed by Emma, the lecturer, last week during the geospatial data analysis lecture, and he talked about semi-supervised deep learning. He In this case, we're using both labeled and unlabeled data, and we're also implementing this concept of deep neural networks to solve complex computational issues. So, firstly, we're also using label box drawing tool. So this is now where we are trying to label the data, and we're feeding the model this labeled data. So training the model to collect data set. Okay. For this case, we are using two kinds of people. We are using experts and non-experts in order to annotate the features on the satellite images. So for this case, we're talking about the features such as the rivers, the flooded vegetation, the forests. So labeling these, we're using both expert and non-expert annotations. Then we shall also talk about image preprocessing, because remember these satellites have different layers, and these layers have collect images at different wavelengths, at different infrared wavelengths. Okay, so that is what it involves here. Then we have the data model training using convolutional neural networks. Uh, well, for this case, convolutional neural networks is important in our project because we are processing images. And this is now where convolutional neural networks comes in. We are trying to classify the images, also detect the changes. And also we are using recurrent neural networks because remember we intend to detect changes in the images over a period of time. First of all, we're talking about real-time inference. The use of Cloud AP, the Cloud AI platform, as well as the Earth Engine, allows us to obtain data that is near real time. The challenge is that we can never get satellite data at to exactly real time. This is because the satellite has to rotate around the Earth. And usually the really good satellites, such as the Sentinel-2 satellite, which has a resolution of 5 meters, takes like 5 days to rotate around the Earth. Landsat takes 20 days. So, you know, near real time is actually what we can get. Perfection actually does not exist. And yes, dynamic wall generates new classifications every 14 seconds. So for a particular image, generates uh new classification every 14 seconds. Okay. Now, technical validation, just like I've explained to you, we are using experts and non-expert annotations. In this paper, we have these two groups. The expert group is composed of 25 experts who are responsible for annotating the tiles. Now, these are going to be satellite image tiles. So there will be labeling the tiles. It'll be like, this is the flooded vegetation, this is the forest, this is the crops, this is the river, this is the lake. And then they will be training the non-experts. Okay. So, in order to ensure that the NAT experts also give us really accurate data, we shall use we shall use schemes such as three expert strict, expert consensus. Okay, so these are various voting schemes. Then we have the per pixel confusion matrices. which is going to compare non-expert to expert consensus. So non-expert training, so like now this can shows you practically what I've been talking about. The features are labeled there down. As you can see, there are areas which are like which have like water body. Then there's the mottled areas of water. This one now shows uh the flood vegetation. Identifying these features is actually not an easy task. So that is like why we need experts coming in. However, still, even using while using this labeled data, our models still give us errors because it is really hard to really pick out the features. Now, from here, you might look at the feature and you'll be like, this might be something. It might be a crop, yet it is not a crop, it is a shrub. So, like, those are one of the challenges that came within this paper. Okay. So now this shows you the annotated image tiles of the satellite images. From here, you can see the one above shows you the annotated tiles that have been annotated by the experts. Then the one below shows you the annotated tiles by the non-experts. The experts didn't do much of the work, but the non-experts really did did improve the workload. So that's why they're really relevant in this. The experts managed to interpret 4,000 tiles. The non-experts managed to interpret 40,000 tiles. Okay. Now, these tiles that you see in these hexagons here in the picture, each of these hexagon represents 58,000 kilometers squared. So yes, so you can see that they have been able to uh get this count get this count of tiles, available tiles from this particular area of hexagon. Okay. For example, here in Uganda, we have a good count. Performance metrics. Well, now the question comes in, are the experts completely right? Well, for this case, yes. Not really, yes, but like we have a fairly good rate. 73.8% of the expert labels and the dynamic world labels have really correlated. Okay, so there's that overall agreement, which is a fairly good percentage. So comparison with other datasets. Now, is dynamic world the standard that you should use to compare the experts? So you have to compare dynamic world with also other available datasets. Well, it has shown that there's a very good agreement between dynamic world and other really good datasets. And we have also identified that dynamic world uh, actually at some point also exceeds some of the existing products that are out there. The datasets that it has also exceeds some of the datasets that are there. Usage notes are, well, first of all, what you have identified about the dynamic world, it's near real time, provides continuous near real time classification. Okay. And then accuracy assessment is discussed technology variations in performance across different land types. Uncertainties and challenges. Well, of course, yeah, you will have a challenge. In machine learning, we say we cannot have 100% accuracy, but we have a certain range that which is our goal to attain. Okay. So, regarding these image tiles, one of the challenges we had is the cloud cover. Cloud cover also affects our accuracy. Cloud shadows affects our accuracy. Dense clouds affect our accuracy because you can't get the actual detail of the features that are below, as well as augmentation because you're augmenting something that might not really be correct. Well, other challenges is identifying biomes. It is really difficult to distinguish crops from shrubs. So yes, land cover mapping has not really attained the optimal goal. Code availability, well, the dataset, dynamic world dataset is available. Then reproducibility, well, all these details have been archived. User notes and conclusion. So these are my personal user notes and conclusion that have come up from this paper review. First of all, model training will involve convolution in neural networks and recurrent neural networks. Then, just like I said, accuracy is not 100% guaranteed for this case. Thank you for having me. I remain as Hani Abdurrahman, Dr. D.